Oh, okay, okay. I thought I was able to move. I have a Wilson now. Did that crab have teeth? I nearly called it a frog. Frogs on the brain. Okay, now I can move. Oh, I gotta click on some stuff. Oh, I can just pick it up and carry it with me. Okay, I'll do that. We will take it with me on an adventure. Oh. Can I just take this? Yeah, Meteor didn't bring that pun, that's mine. Okay. Achievement. Oh, it just shows me the achievements. Okay, cool. I just thought it was, Was I meant to bring this? I'm confused. Once. Is that what the game means? No. Okay. Was that because I threw this at him? Is that why? Or we just keep clicking on him? Is this gonna bother him? Okay. I guess I'll just go explore around. I don't know what the fuck happens to that. I don't know if that's just gonna stay there forever, if it'll despawn or what. Guess we'll just find out. Oh. Okay, I do have jump. Okay. No. Okay. Oh. And if I don't pick them up, they just roll around places. Then once there's someone out here, there's like more mushroom things. Oh. Okay, that's just to show me the wall. Okay. Does anyone want a mushroom? I don't know why I picked it up. Does anyone? Is there any other things? Okay. There's a jumping thing there as well. And tumbleweeds probably for me to play around with. I just have a free mushroom. I have to be able to make that right. Okay, maybe I'm not jumping right off the edge. Maybe I'm not meant to do this yet and I'm just getting ahead of myself, but it looks... There's bones in that house. Aha, I did have to get right on the edge, okay. Did I jump? No. Can I go for a swim? No. Well, I lost the mushroom. Okay. Oh, it's just to pick up stuff? Okay. What's going on with this parrot? It's like freaking out. Oh, it's a crab. And then off it goes. Is there anything over here? Is it just death? It's just death. Well, that's just gone forever now. So I could just lose stuff if I just decide to drown myself. But, okay, so it just spawns me back at camp. And the Wilson is not there anymore. I don't know if that's anything. I'm probably not meant to be going this way. It looks like there's something this way. Ooh. Oh fuck. Ow. Yeah, save yourself, save yourself, save yourself. Oh my days. Oh gosh. I mean, if I don't have to be here yet, I can always just go for a little swim. Go up there. What's this? Yeah, what is that? Oh. Is that nothing in particular? I'm not sure. I mean, this looks important, so I shouldn't lose this in the water. Imagine if I don't have to take it from here. Just brought it with me for no reason. I don't think I'll make that, will I? Nope. Nope. Okay, well, I've left it by the crows. Okay, so there's some other ones here, look. I must use them for something. Wait, it's not for these, is it? Oh. Well, I may as well have them all in one place. I'll get close enough. Oh, my Wilson's still there. Oh, I thought I was going to throw it at him again, but never mind. Throw this at you. Oh, okay, that got a different interaction. Is it for this? I don't know. How do they want to respond to this one? Hold on, get it. Okay, so it is for something, it just might not. It's just probably not for this. Just gonna keep them there for now, though. Okay, what's his house? How does he respond if I give him a mushroom? Just knocking everything everywhere. I do like the physics of that. Comfy. Why would you bring me mushroom? Did I knock it off? Maybe. Probably not. No, it didn't do anything. Okay, back to exploring. I'll go up there. See what there is. Oh, just didn't jump in time then. Ah, do I have to do a running jump? Get more ground. Okay. Oh, it's like I glided. There we go. Do I go from here then? Oh. I don't think I need it for anything. Oh, I got the perspective all wrong then. Just threw me off a bit. What do these paintings mean? Balls? Oh my god, the perspective. Getting that so wrong. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Is that just from being in here? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, what is that? Oh, it's a bone. Cool, I guess. Oh, I thought it was sinking. More platforming. Oh, okay. Perspective. Sleep? What do you mean, sleep? Oh, there's a whole thing I have to do. But I'm exploring. And I can't jump. Oh my god, why is this so difficult? That bone is having the time. Ignore the game rules. I just want to do this bit. Okay, I give up. That's annoying. Oh, but there's only only 2 jumps, if that. Okay. There we go. So it wanted me to explore this, right? Yes. I did it. Come on. Okay, there's more stuff this way. Ow! Ow! No! The ball! But it's down there! No! No! Where did it go? Did I lose it? Is it just gone now? Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. Is it up here still? Did it respawn? Please tell me it respawned. Is everything else hazard? Okay, thank you. I was was worried then. So I definitely can't go that way. There's not a way I can go. Oh! No! Oh my god. Okay, I have to delicately, ever so delicately bring... So, I can just drop it normally, yeah? Yeah. How is the better way? Okay, cool. It just dies on impact. Oh! I'm just gonna... Oh no! Oh, I don't feel good about this. I don't feel good about this. Is that something? Ah! Okay, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. Okay. Where was he again? Okay, well, can't be far off if that's there. And he's in bed, right? Oh, okay. Just pop it down. Just pop it down. No, don't. No! No! Let's try this again. Okay. Pop it down here, and I won't pick it up again. Move away from it immediately so I don't accidentally pick it up again. Fucking... Let's get back to camp like it wants me to. Yeah, I'm coming to build a fire. Yes. Fire. Fire. Ah, there we go. That's how we sleep. Okay. Let's go deliver. Thank God it's still there. Yo, dude, I have it. That took so flipping longer than it should have. Okay. So that's what those tile pieces are for. Right. So I can't take that at all. Not even if I chuck something at it. Okay, they wouldn't even reach it anyway. Okay, that's an ouchie too. Can I just keep doing it? So it doesn't kill me, it just makes me drop things. Okay. Can I pick up any of the... Oh, it's just a... I wanted to pick up a stuff, which... just flops around. Oh. And there's a piece up there as well. Okay. How to get that one? Ah, I didn't jump from the tippy edge. Right. I don't have to click on it exactly, I can just click on any part. Oh. Yeah. Landing like that. Do you want it? Okay. Curious crabs. Right. What's he again? There we go. Another. Let's see if I can find more. Not quite sure where the spot is that he refers to. I might just randomly come across it. That's just all this bit. So let's go so I can just quickly be here. And there was nothing over here. Oh, okay, cool. And then crabs can't get enough of each other. There was like some signs over here for something, but I wasn't sure what it meant. People, and then a hut, and then whatever that means. I don't know what the squiggle means though. Oh, what's this? I'm able to swim a little bit. Oh, it's a twig. I'm kind of stuck a little bit. Hello? I see my model. Okay. Because I got stuck on something weird down there, okay. Not a bad way to get it, I suppose. There's more twigs for later when I need a fire. It's quite a lot, actually. Let's do some more exploring, I suppose. Oh, there's an ouchie there. I don't think I can make that, can I? Hell no. How would I ever make that? Need extra long legs. I need some frog legs. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make that there. With B here. I seriously have to try and make that. Being on the tippy edge. Because it's really difficult to jump that far when my character keeps wanting to hug that wall. Get stuck on it. See what I mean? Oh my days, how am I? Okay, let's so I don't hug that wall. I don't know if I'm meant to be doing that. See, I just want to hug that wall immediately. Yeah, that's an issue. Okay. It does imply that I can just have a walk around here. But not too far. Well, I guess I won't wake the guy up because I have to go to sleep myself soon. So, I best build that fire. If talking to him after this night doesn't move anything along because I don't know what I'm doing, I'll just go on break for Hero Wars. And then after Hero Wars, we'll return to this. Because I am a little, I'm sure it's so obvious, and I'm just so blind. See what I mean? Sometimes he just drops it after picking it up. That's why that other thing kept breaking. Yeah, go to sleep. We'll talk to the axolotl man again. Yeah, let's go. What? You got hiccups now? What the hell? Yes. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. A mushroom. Suppose you don't want the mushroom. Ugh. I don't know where to go with it. I'm gonna pop it off here. It's safe for now. What is in here? Nothing. It's just this little house. And he has his little nuts. Can I just get myself stuck? Because that would be a brilliant idea. I wonder what that place is to the right. You know, when we found it last time and I broke the thing, it's all spiky. I mean, that's not anything out there, is it? Oh, hello. Paintings. Whee!